The Blacklist has been playing with our emotions almost from the first season of the show. Fans have been trying to figure out who Raymond Reddington actually is for years, but the show keeps throwing us curveballs, changing things around. Now we are in season 9, and some fans have spotted clues showing we might never know Red's true identity. Let's check it all out and see some more Blacklist news. Warning, spoilers ahead. The hidden clue that people have noticed. Look, we all know that every single time that we have gotten anywhere close to revealing Red's identity, things start falling apart, and we never get the answers. Answers I kind of feel fans deserve by this stage of the show. But season 8 was the point where we got closer than ever, thanks to the determination of Liz. This whole thing has been kind of the mystery that has ruled her life, and obviously no one was going to seek the truth as much as Elizabeth would, and that might be why we are never going to find out who Reddington is. One theory that fans have is that we are never going to see Red's true identity revealed because Red has tried to give her a letter saying that it came from her mother, once again hiding the truth and possibly trying to keep her safe. But since Liz died, there is no one that is going to push the search for Red's identity and try to find the truth. We might not know who Red actually is, but we have always known that he has loved Liz from the start. That is why there have been some wild theories. Some even believe that Raymond was actually Liz's mother. Fans have been desperate to figure it out and get to the truth. Will we ever know the truth? Most of us love Raymond Reddington, but we really want to know who the heck he is. Sadly, I don't think we are going to. Chances are that we might not be finding out anytime soon, as the focus shifts away from his identity toward their grief from losing Liz. After we lost Tom, I kind of lost hope that anyone would ever get close enough to really find the truth. And from then on, the truth has taken a bunch of twists and turns, and things have only gotten even more confusing and strange. At this stage, if I'm being honest, it kind of feels like the show doesn't entirely know where they are going with it anymore anyhow. Do they even know how they will untangle the web that they have spun, or will it be completely disappointing by the time they do allow us in on the secrets? I don't know, but either way, I'm not sure that we will ever find out Red's real identity before the end of the series. But I guess we can always hope that the writers take mercy on us and actually reveal it sooner. What happened with Liz's death? Probably one of the biggest moments in the show's history has to be the moment where Elizabeth Keene is killed. Not only because we knew that it was going to have to be Liz or Red walking away, but also because the show has always, at its heart, been about the relationship between Liz and Red, a kind of father-daughter relationship, even if we still have no clue whether or not they actually have any blood ties with each other. But we do know, in a very twisted way, that both of them really love each other. You know, under all of the manipulation and trying to kill each other. In the end, Red agreed that he would give Liz a letter from her mother explaining exactly who the man we know as Raymond Reddington is. That would also mean that the woman who Liz knew as her mother couldn't be the real Katarina Rostova, because that woman was also looking for the answers. But Reddington had one condition before he gave Liz the letter. She would have to kill him in order to set herself up as a force to be reckoned with, and in doing so, keeping herself and her little girl safe. Red was willing to sacrifice himself to keep them safe, but Liz couldn't go through with it, and right in front of Raymond, she was gunned down by one of Townsend's hitmen and killed before she could read the letter. Fans weren't happy. Fans of the Blacklist have put up with a lot. We even forgave them when they killed Tom. But this time, fans were really angry about all of it. They felt that the show had just been stringing us along, giving us hope that the mysteries would finally be answered, but that the writers never had any plan on letting us in on the secrets. As one has said, the show would have been better if they completely cut out the mysteries of who Raymond was and just kept him as the real Red, with the task force going after bad guys and having one big bad each season. Keeping this mystery alive and never telling us the truth has just become a source of frustration for fans and not a source of entertainment. And like I said earlier, with Liz gone, I doubt we will ever actually get the answers now. Do you agree with me? Or do you think they have a solid plan, and they are just keeping us in suspense, but will reveal Red's real identity eventually. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Next up, we will check out if Liz is actually dead, who else left the show, and so much more. So don't go anywhere. Is Liz actually dead? I mean, this is the Blacklist. Dying right in front of someone does not necessarily mean that the character is actually dead and never coming back. Hey, even Liz has been dead before, and she eventually came back from the dead and surprised everyone. Could this be the same thing? It doesn't sound like it. Megan Boone, who plays Elizabeth Keene, took to social media to thank everyone for their support throughout the years and to explain how playing Liz influenced her life. She said that as Liz's story ended, how grateful she was to have had the opportunity and how grateful she was to all her castmates past and present. That does not sound like someone who is planning on returning to the show very soon. It looks like Liz is actually dead for good this time. And since the show has made a 2-year time jump and she hasn't returned yet, I think it is safe to say we won't be seeing her again. Not in the next couple of seasons at least. But once again, this is the Blacklist, and you can never say that someone will remain dead. One day, a few seasons from now, they might decide to get her back. Who else left the series after season 8? Boone wasn't the only important member of the team that decided that season 8 would be their finish line with the show. In a surprising twist, the Blacklist series creator and executive producer John Bokenkamp also announced he would be moving on from the series. He had been with the show even before it had started, and losing him was a massive blow. Some believe that the series could never be the same without him. He was the one in charge of the series for so long that it would be hard to replace him. He's expressed that he would love to step out of the comfort zone that the series provided him and explore some of the other story ideas that he has running around through his head. His loss could mean that the show could be taking on a completely new direction, and that direction would be without Liz too. From season 9 onward, the show could be very different from the one we have come to love. Will those changes be a good thing or a bad thing? We don't know. That will remain to be seen as they prove themselves in this new era of the show's creation. Will there be a season 10? No renewal news has come through from the broadcaster just yet. They might be seeing how the series is doing without one of the stars of the show and the original show creator. When you check out the ratings and viewership numbers for season 9, they have gone down somewhat, but not too much. The show could still be enough of a moneymaker to continue on. There are even some that are in the know that have hinted that as long as James Spader is willing to star in the Blacklist, that it will continue on. But should it? I'm not sure. I'm a pretty diehard fan of this series, and even for me, things have started to get away from them a little bit. It might have been better for them to have ended the series a while back, but hopefully all the new changes will give the series new life, and we can get back to enjoying their crime fighting more than all of the side stories that never came to an end. Things are going to be different for sure, and we will have to see if those changes are good. Will you still be watching the Blacklist from now on? Let us know. Thanks for watching.